before we begin this week's episode, let's just recap what we did last week. Now, last week we actually talked about the house gua. So you must first determine what is your house gua in order to find out the 4 auspicious sectors and the 4 negative sectors of your house. Because this week we're going to learn how to place the kitchen in this house. Now, as you know, the kitchen is one of the 3 most important factors in determining the feng shui of your house. The first thing is the main door, the second thing is the kitchen, and the third thing is your bedroom. Now, we already discussed how to place the main door. Remember, just to recap, we want to put the main door at one of the auspicious sectors of the house. Remember that? And also want to face one of your good direction, and that was based on your personal gua. And remember, personal gua, your personal gua and the house gua is actually 2 different things. Alright? And the kitchen, you want to locate the kitchen in the correct sector of the house. Now you notice that when I said correct sector, I didn't say whether to locate the kitchen in a good sector or a bad sector. In this week's program, I will show you where exactly do you want to place the kitchen. And of course, the third thing was the bedroom. From last week's episode, you already know which area you should locate the bed and which direction you should face the bed to. And in case you missed last week's episode, here is my website address again. It is joeyyap.com. Make sure you log on to the website, click onto episode 4 and download last week's notes just to catch up. Now, before we begin this week's program, first of all, I need you to prepare a house plan. And in the house plan, make sure you know where the kitchen is and where the stove is. 2 things you need to know about the stove. First thing is the location of the stove, and second, the direction of the stove. So, let's begin this week's episode. Today, we're going to talk about the placement of the kitchen in the house. Now, why do we need to talk about the placement of kitchen in the house? For good feng shui, 3 things you must handle. Remember these 3 things? The most important factor was the main door. The second most important factor in feng shui is the placement of the kitchen. And the third is the bedroom. You already know the first 2. Now, today's whole program, we're going to talk about how you can find the best sector to actually locate the kitchen in. Now, why do we need to concentrate on the placement of kitchen? Because the kitchen actually represents the health and well-being aspects of all the residents in the house. The main door governs prosperity. Normally, we call main door governs wealth energies. And the kitchen actually governs the health aspects. That's why it's so important. Now, it is very interesting to note that the placement of the kitchen has different rules than the placement of main doors. Step number 1, you first need to find out the house gua of your house. Why do we need to know the house gua? Because we need to know the good sectors and the bad sectors of the house. Then, in this house chart, you want to find out which sectors you want to place your kitchen in. So, the kitchen is located in one of the 4 negative sectors of the house. Now, you heard me right. It is supposed to be located in one of the 4 negative sectors, not auspicious sectors.